Hello again. So, again, Furbens stream and again camera malfunctioning. Here we are. Both stream, both Final Fantasy X and camera malfunctioning just for you. So, if you were missing my camera malfunctioning, here you are. So, we are ready to have our camera crash down so many times today. And yet again, we have an introduction song from, let me see his channel, Eric L. I was featuring his other song, other rearrangement of Kingdom Hearts song, and here you have his touch of simple and clean in jazz version, jazz fusion. So I'm not sure what this fusion actually means. I'm not a big fan of music overall, but I actually very appreciate this this one. So definitely go check out this guy as he produces great content. There's no beer today. I didn't have any chances and time to buy beer, so I was kinda busy lately. And here is the typical issue with alt tab. Okay, here we are again in Final Fantasy X. I'm going to do a little recap. But as I told you guys before, I was too busy. Yesterday I came very late home, so I wasn't able to do anything else besides sitting down and waiting for next day really. And today I was kinda busy too, but we made it. Here we are, and we are going to continue today's stream. As far as I believe, as I remember, we are going to take a part in the Michen operation, which is going to be a military operation, military collaboration between Albert guys and Crusaders, and they are going to attempt to defeat Sin. I'm alive. This is what I have to say about work today. Nothing much to say, nothing much to add here. Okay, so it is kinda weird. We were like moved back with the progress to the entrance of the room. So everything we have done so far during the last stream is now wasted. So we need to fight again these these annoying funguses with that awful Poland ability, if you know what I mean. Entire party is now asleep, and there's no mercy. Another time, fire, 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 fire. Okay, now I have a chance to attack, so this one should be down, yeah. And let's try silence this one. We are very close to the safe sphere, so it's not like I'm going to save some mana. No! This is random. This like I guess it would be oscillating around 55% after attacking this enemy. So this is quite annoying. This is very annoying enemy. Okay, let me attack. Let me attack. Wow, defeating 2 plants almost killed my entire party. So let us use high potions here. I need to check if that chest was collected. Ah, of course not. So it's like my progress has been reverted for some reason. Let me know if everything works properly, especially with camera. Really, let me know if camera is broken, because I might forget sometimes, especially when I'm playing Tekken. So overkill, wow. Yeah, and it's not like they are so powerful; they are just annoying. It's like you're playing MMORPG, and let's say you're playing World of Warcraft. There is an area in which you are grinding your experience, and they usually design these areas to have at least one enemy which is not that strong, but he has some annoying abilities which very interrupts your grinding process, and they are only because of for the sake of pissing you off. So that is how these were my World of Warcraft experiences, and Ragnarok Online and Guild Wars 2. Another time the same set with 2 funguses and 1 lizard. Don't. I hate it so much. And at least there should be a chance. So at least Waka's not asleep. I can eliminate this one. Ah, so it's not like they're always going to play any sound effect upon taking damage. Okay, they are going to attack now, so I'm going to heal Waka. If both of them were to attack Waka, he wouldn't survive, so... But they attacked Kimari instead. Okay, let's finish them off, but... Do I really need to change weapon here? Okay. Tidus is so random overall. This character is just pure random. Okay, another time my camera is going down and it affects my entire PC. It's not like it's affecting only Tekken. It's affecting my entire stream. As it was mentioned before, there's not going to be Tekken today. There was supposed to be. What the hell is going on? When am I pink? Let me handle this. This is very weird. I guess this is like some kind of driver's issue. Okay, we're not gay anymore. I believe this is caused by some kind of driver's issue after recent update of Windows. So it's very annoying, but it wasn't occurring before. Okay, give me more items, and I guess we are going to witness that scene again. Can I skip it? Okay, so there is There's an important issue with this game. You cannot skip cutscenes. I can pause them. I can try to scroll the text upon pressing X button, but it's not working in every cutscene. So it's like we need to watch this again. We were watching this last stream, so Luzu is going to reveal his secret to Waka very soon, and he won't allow Gata to fight. So why did he bring him with himself at the first place? Makes no sense. So I guess it is best to talk to him. It may be profitable in the future. Well, it's not the RPG of Western style, but there are still some RPG elements like choices which affects the story in the future. So
aren't the almighty Al-Bed Machina enough?
They still need some time.
There's definitely not enough of such interactions. Okay, so again, Waka has some racist issues. Tidus is random.
Waka.
And he's going to trigger him. Trigger him so hard.
Luzu, no!
What?
I'm the one who convinced him to enlist.
Yeah, it's like I'm very boring. I don't want to pour water every time I want to take a sip. I don't want to pour it into glass, so...
I'm sorry.
Let's get straight with this weird thing. Okay, so he punches him again. We have seen this. It's nothing new for us. It's nothing new.
When we used to play Blitz together, Chapu used to say...
I might try to...
He say that when we won the cup, yeah.
To scroll this text, but it's not working in this cutscene, unfortunately. And I guess it's not going to work in most of relevant cutscenes. It's like the scrolling option probably available only for minor ones. So.
But keeping Sin far away from her is better.
It's actually weird how her acted actually the same way as in during the last stream. So it's not like they are being processed ad hoc. This is entirely prepared cutscene from the scrap. So it's scripted as hell. Even animations are scripted.
Luzu, don't die out there.
They might have as well
So you can hit me more?
put here some CGI movies.
Lots more.
Okay, go on. We know this. We know this fight story.
Luzu, please.
And Yuna usually doesn't want anyone to die, so she wants to protect everyone.
Let him go. The man has already chosen his path, as you did when you became a summoner.
It would be a long time
I want to
before I
skip
ever really
this.
understood the reason why Yuna let Luzu pass that day.
Okay, so I'm going to... Crap!
Watch and weep, Crusaders!
I didn't expect that. So let's fight again. Silence attack. I can spam as much abilities as I can. Wow! So he's actually able to cast this even though he's silenced? I was using silence in the first place to stop this Poland shit. The hell? So it's like there's difference between between spells and abilities and skills. So it's like silence is not going to stop abilities. And that pollen shit is definitely an ability. That was unexpected. Okay, so I guess I can now... wow, we got 2 items out of this fight. Really, it's like totally random. Look at this. My god. How many items do they have? Ah, and now I get these P blades, P steel, P blade, P something. It's like the extract abilities are implemented here. So upon using regular attack, Tidus has a chance to extract power sphere. So it would be useful for Oron to use his A blade, and here's S steel to extract speed. Okay, we're gonna stay with Brotherhood. Magic Shield. Let's stay with this one. And I guess that's someone else got a weapon, but... And we are even using A-Blade, so... Oh. This is kinda tempting. Strength, 3% of strength, but... I want to extract ability spheres, so... I'm going to stay with this one. Okay, so there's not that many roads to take. Speed sphere, accuracy increased, and another speed sphere. Oh, this is going to be good. Aim, ability aim, it increases accuracy for entire party, as far as I remember. Definitely a good one. And Kimari. Okay, I am still wondering which road should Kimari take. And you were saying that he should go tank, but I'm not very convinced in this. Well, it's not like we need to do it right now, right? You know, you can eventually have every single character unlock every sphere on the entire sphere grid. So you can have Yuna with 9999999 points of every statistic. So you can have Yuna attack with her rod and deal 99999 damage. You can do this, but it requires countless hours of grinding. I'm not definitely going to do that on the stream, so do not count on such interesting entertainment here. Okay, so finally now we are progressing. So it's like you're not going to spawn at the place where you have last saved the game. You are going to spawn at the beginning of the room in which the sphere, save sphere is located. So it's usually doesn't it's not worthy to do anything if you are planning to turn off the game. So definitely just go, save, and turn it off. Don't fight, don't collect anything, don't do anything. Entire progress will be reverted to the moment in which you are entering the room. And now we can see those machina, those forbidden machina, which should trigger Waka immensely. Look at this. Look how triggered he is.
Curses.
He really hates.
How much close-minded you have to be to hate machines because some religion tells you to hate machines, even though they may actually save your life. It doesn't make any sense. But
Chapu.
he is a
left the
fanatic.
sword Waka gave him in Besaid, and he fought with an Al-Bed Machina weapon. Instead,
Okay, so it's more like personal
That's got
vendetta.
nothing to do with it. I just hate these sacrilegious contraptions.
But without a doubt, we can say for sure that Waka is one of the most complex characters so far. He's like he can actually do anything. He can cry. He can be anger. He can be angry. He can be grieving. He can be joyful. So he's versatile. He's actually, as a character, he's versatile, but he's still so I'm not sure if it's the proper word. You are open-minded and close-minded, or something like this. But he's definitely not open-minded. He hates everything that isn't Yevon, and what reminds him of his brother's death. So he's like blaming everything and everyone for his brother's death. And it's like Lulu's trying to convince him that shit happens and he died. You cannot do anything to bring him back. So here are the preparations for the battle. So it's like the case in which all those tribes, all those nations have the same goal: to defeat the worldwide threat. They're not at war
Anyway,
for the time of
say that.
fighting Sin.
it might be a hopeless campaign.
It's like they need to defeat Sin in order to have a possibility to fight each other. So they need to kill the monster so they could have their wars.
And it might mean defying Yevon. But the Crusaders and the Al-Bed,
So the world of Spira is
they're
actually
doing their
interesting,
best to defeat Sin.
if you
They
think
want
about
to
it.
rid Spira of Sin forever. And that's just what we want too, isn't it? Isn't it?
all right. But I still think Mackinac are bad news. They're forbidden for a reason.
Which reason? Could you explain?
Lady Summoner, there you are. The command center is that way. Maester Keenock is also there.
Keenock.
Maester Keenock too?
Sounds like a Star Wars name to me. Like you could name a Star Wars character Keenock. Darth Keenock or Master Keenock. Or in this case he's a Maester. He's like this Pope guy. Okay, I know it's your duty, but I want you to give me items. Master Seymour. Bure! Master Bure! I hope you have seen Bure. They even brought children there. Why? Isn't this the place in which children shouldn't be allowed? Really? Children here? Okay. I'm not going to talk about their methods. Keyblade! Okay, so we can have some knowledge here from this guy. Albert provided us with this cannon at no charge. Don't get me wrong, I'm not Albert lover, and I've got a little respect for them now. These cannons have good range. We'll give Sin a shower it. Shower it, won't soon forget it. So they are like making a big mistake, in my opinion.
Monopoly's a great thing. Things are... Oops.
Okay, so another opportunity to have Oaka sell us some items. So initiative. I have no idea what this ability might be responsible for. Pairing, white armlet, alert armlet. Stone touch. This is interesting. Stone Touch is applying Petrify status. Petrify status like turning is turning a foe into a stone, and it can't move for like 3 or more turns, or unless somebody attacks it. But it is a good status. I'm really considering buying this one for Waka. Stone Touch might be interesting. Avenger, counter attack. Counter attacks probably allows Tidus to attack after being attacked. So, but I'm not sure. It's quite annoying that I cannot read any descriptions of these weapons abilities. Give me a second here. But it's kind of expensive. 6,000 gil. But it might be useful, really. These upcoming battles might be difficult. Okay, so let's try our luck. I'm going to buy TKO for Waka, but as our luck goes, we're probably going to drop it very soon. Anyway, this is how it works. When you need it, you have to buy it, but as soon as you buy it from any merchant, you're dropping it like crazy from monsters.
You all right?
Of course not. I came here to fight sin, but they stick me here.
If you want to prove yourself.
Look at his haircut. It's like this very popular haircut nowadays, with those shaved backs, shaved sides. So he's so hipster. It's like 2002 or 2001, and he's like he has a haircut from 15 years later, almost. Just doing what they say, it just won't be enough. Yeah, you should. Oh, so we can actually say something to him. You should be out on the front lines, or guarding the command center is important too. So it's like we can agree with him or not. So do you agree with his attitudes? Do you agree that he should be in the front lines battling sin, or he should stay with the guards of command center? Like the main concern of Luzu is that Gata is kinda young, and he doesn't want young people to die in vain. So you do not agree, you want him to stay at the command center, right? Okay, let's go with this.
You'd think the same if you were me.
Well, these words out of Tidus's mouth are quite unlikely. But this is our choice. And he is probably Maester Kinnock, that Star Wars character.
I had heard from Seymour, but I didn't know if we'd actually meet. Good to see you, Oren.
His voice is so
years,
weird. Doesn't fit the character in any inch.
That's Wen Kinnock, one of the 4 Maesters of Yevon.
Have you noticed that those animations are like trembling in many cases? They're like... just look at me. I am like sitting here, right? And I'm going to listen to someone behind me, and I'm like... And now I'm going to like take my headphones from headphones off, like. Well, it's obviously it's obvious.
The warrior monks, and also commands the Crusaders.
You would look at the same way if you were there.
All troops ready to move at your command, sir.
It's just really bothering me that these models are like shaking a little bit during those animations.
Tell me, Oren, where have you been the last 10 years?
We don't have time for this now, do we?
This plan won't work, you know that. We'll just let them dream a little longer.
So it's like they both of them are convinced that the plan is not going to work. Oron has the experience. He killed Sin 10 years earlier, so
What?
he's not even trying to stop them.
Keenock.
Ah, he's here.
Yes. Proceed.
I forgot about him. Fucking Seymour.
That Keenock a maester?
I heard that, Oren.
Oh,
A lot
shots
has
were
happened
fired.
The last 10 years. What were you doing and where?
What's your business?
Fulfilling a promise I made to a friend. I still am.
Just tell me one thing. Have you seen Zanarkand?
Zanarkand. So Maester Keenock has some knowledge about
Think we don't
Zanarkand.
belong here.
It is time at last. We must tell the Albed waiting outside to begin the operation at once. The fiends may break through. This place is not safe. Make sure you're prepared to defend yourselves. Tell me when you're ready.
So the operation is going to commence shortly. They are going to like use those cannons, any kind of those machina weaponry, and tamed beasts. So using tamed beasts, it sounds like
I'm here. It's
very
like
risky
heaven
idea.
authorizes this whole operation.
And isn't it like this beast come from the scene? They are using it of course to lure Sin out, right? They said it before that they're using Sin spawn to lure Sin. I don't know what you're fucking talking about. But you're right. Okay, I'm looking for some treasures here. This place looks like a perfect spot to hide the treasure chest. It's like you could place it here. It would be completely invisible behind those behind this flag, and I need to. Sometimes when you enter such places, you need to spam X button to discover hidden chests. Oh, look at this! This is kinda actually very innovative to hide those chests so so well. Look at this. It's completely behind this fire torch. Okay, let's talk to you now.
I'm a little nervous.
Okay,
Anything could happen. Make
it's obvious. Tell me something I don't know.
Go to
Oron.
Yuna.
Okay,
I'm a little nervous.
okay,
Go to Yuna.
okay,
I'm a little nervous.
okay,
Go to Yuna.
okay,
I'm a little.
okay. Go to Yuna. Why would I go to Yuna? I know that she's nervous. It's like pointless conversation. Okay, so let me think about the formation I would like to use during those battles. I definitely want to have Yuna in the party. I want to have Oron in the party, and I want to have at the very first Waka, and I could switch Waka with Lulu. And then I might use Krimarian Tidus, but or maybe let's start with Oron and use Tidus since he has that haste ability, and we'll see what's going to happen.
Are you ready?
Not yet.
Please hurry.
Are you ready?
Please.
Not yet. Are you ready? Not yet.
Please.
Are you ready?
Are you...
Okay, yes I am.
Maester Keenock, please.
Or I have better idea. Keenock might be a planet in Star Wars.
Sin
Keenock
always
planet.
returns for its spawn. To make sure, we're going to encourage them to call out to it.
You won't have to. It'll come.
I remembered Oren telling me. Sin is my old man. Sin is jacked.
So it's like implying that the Sin is not going to come after those Sin spawns. He's like, it's like Jack is going to come for Tidus. What just happened? Wow. Where did it came from? It came like from the air. Okay, so this is the battle in which I had so much trouble to win back when I was playing this the first time. But as I told you before, I wasn't even aware how to play such games as RPGs, so I was playing them very randomly. Okay, can we know something about this? Sin spawn guy, GUI, blocks attack with both arms, so it's like we need to defeat those arms first. Protects the body with thick armor. Protects the body with thick armor, so it sounds like we're gonna need to Auron here to break the break the guard. Strike the head to disable its venom. Is there anything we can do right now? None of these spells is going to work. Okay, so let's have Valfor fight first. Maybe he's going to weaken the arms. So Valfor arrives. What's that Pokemon? It's fucking Valfor. Sonic Wings. Immune. Yeah, it's supposed to back off enemies. Wow. Valfor is almost dead. So let's try fire. But it has no elemental weaknesses or resistances. Okay, so I guess the head is moving suspiciously. What does it mean? So I guess it's like preparing some kind of ultimate attack. Okay, so it survived only 2 attacks. This isn't going to be an easy fight. Let's have slots, and this actually doesn't matter which element I will choose, so let's go with ice. Nice one. He was actually more useful than Valfor. The head stops moving. Okay, so it's like when that info appears, we need to attack the head. It's like battling some kind of Hydra or something. Get on the Hydra's back! Get on the Hydra's back! Maybe you remember that moment in Kingdom Hearts in which we were battling Hydra. And then the DeVito was like, get back on the Hydra's back! Demi, this is attack in which deals always a half of our health. So it doesn't matter how much defense do I got or something. It's always going to take half of my health. Okay, we definitely need Auron. So, but first, let's try attack the head. Okay, so it's immune for silence. At least we know that, but the head stops moving. Okay, let's try sword play, but it would be kind of waste to attack it with... Can I attack head? Really? Okay, let's try it. Out of range, okay. That was kinda too good to be true. Okay, so let's have Auron first. Take this down, please. Overkill! Wow, awesome. So the arms are gone. We can now attack both head and the core. Who's lacking health? Let's go with Prey. We definitely need to unlock Yuna's overdrive style, which involves healing. Ah, that was a misclick. I was supposed to heal Auron, and I failed miserably. Okay, so let's have Tidus back. and use his overdrive. So we're going to attack the bottom part. Wow, it's like you did nothing. Are we going to play as Oron now? Okay, so now I'm going to use Guard, and now Oron is going to block every attack which could harm Tidus or Yuna. But now we're going to swap to Lulu. Okay, let's have everyone fight in this battle. Fury. Fire Fury. And I guess I have to... I need to... I was trying to revolve my analog as fast as possible, but I am afraid that this might be not work as intended when I'm playing this on PC, if you know what I mean. Head is moving suspiciously. So it's like we need to deal with her right now. We need Waka. Extract ability. And this immune status refers to the stone touch we have purchased lately. Okay, power break. Let's decrease the enemy's strength. I like those sound effects. Okay, so it's now like we are going to have Kimari fight. Wow, arms regenerated. Okay, awesome. But no, not awesome. Okay, let's have Kimari here. Fire breath. It's going to affect everyone, every single target. Okay, that was kinda nice. So this one should be down. Oh, it's okay. I was afraid that it actually survived the attack. Another time, head is moving suspiciously. Let's attack this one. Wow, another overkill. Every time we got overkill, we are going to have a sphere. Additional sphere after battle, so awesome. It might be a good idea to try attack with Lancet, since Kimari might learn something interesting, but not this time. Venom. Oh, I forgot that we need to attack the head, so it's like this happens when you don't attack the head. We need to save Lulu. It's not looking well. Okay, I guess that Kimari is not going to be that much required here. Okay, we need to start attacking. I have better idea. Let's finish off the head first. And we won't have to worry about the venom. And it's kinda vulnerable. Yuna still has haste. It's kinda bad that I cannot see the statuses applied on the character. Or maybe I didn't want to do that. Okay, the head is going to attack. But first, yeah, let's try for it. Kill it with fire. So I guess that head is definitely not going to survive this overdrive. Hellfire. I guess that in every Final Fantasy game this attack is called Hellfire. It's funny how it's revolving in the midair. That big ass enemy. So let's imagine that you're fighting Sin and what is like he's going to throw up Sin in the air. Overkill against the head and the head petrified. But it's definitely not going to bother us anymore, but the arms regenerated. And again, half of a half. Oh, not half, it's like the quarter, okay. Wow. And we have another overdrive, wow! So if it has kind of big evasion statistic and allowed him to regenerate regenerate overdrive gauge very fast. So it's like my next my next action is another overdrive. Really. Perfect choice for this battle. Ifrit. So is it over? At least it's over with the hands. Arms, should I say. But the monster is still very much alive. Okay, I'm going to heal myself with fire. Not that much, but I guess he will keep boosting my there are still like 4,000 health to deplete, so it's not going to end that fast. Avoid, avoid, avoid! Okay, but at least we have another overdrive. So more overkills, we want more overkills, we're going to like farm overkill during this battle. We're farming overkills. When you think of it, it's kind of interesting mechanism overkill. It's like forcing you to use an attack which wouldn't be very sufficient for you. Imagine that you need to kill a little wasp with meteor strike, right? But you wouldn't do this normally. But you might want to do this to have overkill bonus. So it's like promoting a very offensive playstyle. Another Demi. Okay, so I guess that Demi is his only attack when he doesn't have his arms available. And he cannot kill anyone with Demi. At some point he will just deal 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. Okay, let's try another healing. Maybe he's going to avoid the attack again and have the... Yeah, super. Another one. Another heal. So it's like Ifrit really carries this battle. But it's not like the entire party wouldn't kill him. And when you think of it, I have no idea why did I have so much troubles with this fight, really. I remember this battle as very difficult for me when I was playing this first time, but why was it so difficult for me? Because I just didn't know English language that much, and I didn't know mechanics, so it was like I was using random commands and see what's going to happen. I was like 10 or 11 when I was playing this. Overkill, yeah, so we killed him with overkill so much. And this shit is down. But the tension is just keeps rising. And I guess that Sin arrives. Yeah. From all of chance you could have, or like commands you have, you're saying, "Let's go, yeah! It's going to be so cool. We're going to die, yeah! Let's go!" Why don't you say, let's fucking kill it, or I don't know. Do or die! Arrgh. Oh. But that let's go is like cheerful, let's go! Yeah, let's go! For certain death. Okay, so the main phase of the operation begins now.
Look out!
Okay, so what's going to happen now? Okay, it was some kind of a shield. And here's like another shield. No, it's just like Yuri's attack. It's like Hakai. Okay, so I guess that wraps up the entire operation. Oh my god. What were they thinking? And now we have to fight this again? I like this track. This track plays at the most important battles in this game.
Stand back, Lady Yuna.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so now we're going to battle this again, but now we have Maester Seymour at our side, so it's interesting. And look at his MP value. It's 9999. 9999. Okay, so look at his abilities. He's definitely a mage, and he's like black white mage, black and white mage. Let's have Cura on Oran. Okay, so should we use another Refrit another time? He's not going to survive that match, so at least wait for Yuna to have her overdrive gauge prepared. But why do we have to fight this another time? It was defeated. So it's like another one, or that one resurrected again? But it's weaker. It's weaker than the first one. It's half less than the previous one. Okay, we have these basic spells and their upgraded version, so let's try Fira against the head. Okay, I like it. Overkill, instant overkill. So it's like Seymour is a guy. Seymour is actually the guy. So I guess this scene has the role to show us the power of Seymour, that wow, he's powerful. It's like this scene is supposed to make us believe that Seymour is actually a formidable opponent in the future. Might be, of course, formidable opponent in the future. Let's have Oron cast guard. There's no need actually to attack with Oron, since Seymour can do the all the damage. So let's try Blizzara this time against the second arm. And definitely the animations of these spells are more advanced. And look how guard guard ability works. Seymour didn't took the damage. Oron had him covered, so no, we want to attack with Seymour. I thought that was Yuna, but let's cast Tundra this time. Nice. So it's like, let's keep the party alive and Seymour attacking. So once again, guard. But it's not going to save from the spells or AoE attacks. It's definitely designed to block single auto attacks. If you could call them auto attacks. What are? Okay, we might try. We might want to try Bushido. Oh, so waste. That was a waste, definitely. Okay, so let the Seymour do the damage. Really, it's like Seymour with single spell did times the damage of Auron's overdrive. Where does he got those powers? Really, it's like he's OP. He's so OP. It's like Seymour single-handedly defeated that foe. It's like Auron and Yuna were only helping him, and Seymour received 7 sphere grid moves. Okay, it looks nice. But does it mean we're going to have Seymour in party right now? It looks like this one is going to happen. Is it going to happen really? But it's not over. Sin is still here, and now they are like calibrating the weapons. So where's Garrus when they need to calibrate? Wow. It looks like they're actually doing it. Are they going to succeed? Really? Wow, 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 wow. Not going to happen. Another billions of gil wasted. And we know how is it going to affect Yuna. She's going to be very depressed after what she saw. And that is what I'm calling Operation Mihan. Huh. It was bound to end this way. It was stated before, the only way to defeat Sin is to use the final Aeon, so why do they even waste money and people? Really? And of course our hero survived. Many dead bodies, but for the plot convenience, Tidus is alive, of course. Just for the sake of plot convenience. Okay, can we can have these spheres used. Nope. I want someone else to have luck. We're going to save this one first. Let's have additional health and strength, 4 points. And there's the hymn of the faith, as I remember. This song was called that, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, so did we actually manage to reach the first site of Lulu's? Ah, it's just an additional way. Okay, so let's move here. Magic increased. Magic increased. Agility. And do we want to spend that one single level 1 key? Oh, we have 7 of them! Wow! So fuck it, let's do this. They're not that easy to get, but we have 7 of them, so Raises defense by 4 points, 200 HP, so it's like she's going to have a lot of defense from this branch little, so it's definitely worthy. And we are reaching an upgrade to Lulu's abilities. Fira, Tundra and Blizzara and Water as well. Tidus. Power Sphere, defense increased. MP increased. And delay attack. Delay attack allows us to have an opponent later turn. Kimari here. Agility increased by 3 points. MP increased. And magic. Okay, so we're almost finished his basic. There are lots of commands yet to unlock, so don't bother. We shouldn't bother that much. But look at this, you need like at least 3 level 4 keys to unlock Ultima Overdrive. It's an Ultima Over, at least as far as I remember, it's an overdrive, very powerful one. But it is supposed to be acquired in late game. Okay, so let's move further with Waka this time. Evasion increased. And defense, and oh, so it's like we finished dealing the points. Spending points. And let's have a look at the battleground. So where are those dead bodies? Did they disappear? It's not Kingdom Hearts. The bodies do not disappear. Okay, here's the dead one. Slightly warm, but no sign of breathing. Oh my god. Quite graphical. Rest in peace. Staring at the sky, lifeless. It's a bummer, but why does our characters have to survive? I don't like this plot convenience things. Oh, look at him! Look at him now! You wanted to fight. You wanted to fight so much, and now you're suffering.
What's going on?
It's like the classic motif of two sides of the war. It's like war is tempting for some young guys who want to fight, who want to gain power, achieve something, and then there's that other side of war, which is death, which you have to face.
Don't you run away from me!
But why do you do this? I didn't want it to trigger that scene. I wanted to look if there isn't a treasure chest.
Everyone, stand back. I'll summon.
You won't hurt it. Your powers are still too weak.
Definitely, when compared to you.
Must do something.
All you can do now is sending. Just perform sending. Have those souls reach the heavens. And he's like swimming to the scene. You know, this is a character trope in which you are like, you want to do impossible.
I have no idea what I was thinking when I ran after Sin that day.
But I don't like how is it performed with this character. It's like the worst possible way to execute such trope.
I kept thinking of Xanarkand and my old man.
So are there going to be any flashbacks now? I don't want any flashbacks. Ooh. Well, that was a big sip. What is this place? Okay, so it looks like here arrive those souls of the soldiers who died. So actually Luzu died there, and that child, which I was so concerned about before. And this little guy, it's like the very first guy who talked to Tidus back in the past. So this is a mysterious character. That child with a purple hood.
What?
They say you don't practice anymore, that you're gonna retire.
Let them talk. I'm still the best.
They say you're no good because you drink all the time.
I can quit drinking whenever I
Okay, so it's like Jack has a drinking problem and cannot continue his Blitzbar career.
Tomorrow, maybe.
Why not today?
This voice is so creepy. It's like that relationship between Tidus and Jack is so toxic in both ways. It's not like only Jack is hurting Tidus. It's like you don't want to hear from your son that you're a drunk fuck. You should quit drinking. You fucking piece of shit.
Somewhere. Or maybe it was just Sin's toxin playing tricks on my mind.
Another time that Sin toxic is mentioned. It's like we need to remember that every time you get close to Sin, those toxic can infect you and affect your thoughts and common sense. So it's,
when will she stop
as I said,
dancing? When will it stop? Yuna won't stop dancing. Not until Sin is gone.
but it's like that toxic factor is like you can explain everything with toxic Sin's toxic. It's like, oh, Tidus is so strong because of toxic. Tidus is so weak because of toxic. Tidus is like crazy shit because of toxic. And you don't need to explain anything. You can have him doing anything and explain with
Sin had come
Sin's
and gone,
toxic.
but I remained here.
So let's wander around. Oh, Lulu, so she survived.
You were in contact
obviously.
with Sin again. The toxin. Are you okay?
Too bad that he doesn't want to talk to them. It's like you're just listening what do they have to say.
A swift retreat. Satisfied?
Well, it's like Maester Kinnock ordered this entire operation, so it's like Oron is now blaming him
What do you mean?
for this massacre.
Those who turned from Yevon died, while the faithful live on.
The past 10 years have changed you, I see.
Or maybe does he mean that the Albert people who died were not sent with the ritual?
You do not look so well. But now, more than ever, you must be the people's strength, their confidence.
When you're gasping, you would at least open your mouth.
But you are a summoner. You are Spira's hope. Until sin is defeated, you must not relent. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm not sure if in Final Fantasy 8 or 9 where voice overs implemented cutscenes, so it's like
Yuna, take me as your
Final Fantasy 10 could have been the first Final Fantasy game to include voice over in cutscenes. Could you confirm?
Until next we meet. Farewell.
Could you confirm that that in Final Fantasy VIII there were voiceovers implemented. Treasure chest, high potion. Another treasure chest here? Nope. No VOs, so maybe Final Fantasy IX, but I'm not aware of this.
Is checked.
Yeah. For a while there, I thought I could feel him. But that doesn't mean I believe you.
Sin is checked. He came here for you.
So as I expected,
So
it wasn't.
all those people just for a chance to see me?
It wasn't. It wasn't.
That's what Sin does.
It wasn't the Sin spawn that lured Sin here. It was
How am I
Tidus.
supposed to know?
At least according
So
to
you will
Oron.
kill him. As long as he lives, Jecht will keep killing. He wants you to stop him.
You gotta be kidding. How do you know all of this anyway?
I'm not done talking to you. Don't you run away!
You're the one running.
He still wants to remain mysterious, and I believe that he has some more knowledge he could share with us, but for some reason he doesn't. So it's like he knows something else we should know, but not this time. Okay, dead bodies. Okay, let's move away from here. Enough of dead bodies. Let's do something cool, for an instance. Okay, so there are some survivors. And this is Shalinda, right?
Are you alright?
Please heal us. But why would we need healing from her when we had the save? But at least we could ask her for it, so... Oh, and Waka.
I made a bundle with the operation prices. But the way it turned out, they deserved a better deal.
So it's like... He has... special offers because people died. I mean, we're not going to need anything from this. Okay, I guess that talking to Yuna is supposed to be the last thing we're going to do now, but it's forced, so... Okay, so the party takes off. And remember, we are still going to Djose Temple. Another temple to learn another summon.
In dark times, she must shine bright.
Wow, he talks.
Now are dark times. Yuna tries hard.
We should help her then.
If we worry, she tries harder. Do not frown.
Wow, so he actually talks.
Don't worry, be happy.
Good to see that. For a difference.
Try to.
Smile, let me see.
I thought that he's going to back to punch him in the face, but... Okay, it's definitely not a happy face of Sora. Kimari, please. Okay, so let's try with this formation. Basilisk. Watch out for its stone gaze, and he has a resistance for fire spells, but nothing else. Can I do something? No, let's just stay with the guard. Let's attack this one first. Wow, kinda strong. Stone gaze. Okay, and that was what I was talking about, a petrify status. So is it the statuses are not explained, I don't like it. Okay, and attacks are missing him, so we can use soft item or remedy. But we have Asuna ability of Yuna, so we're going to use that. But now Oron is skipping rounds, and I'm not sure if it's like for some hours, for some turns, or unless someone heals him.
Light shines strong, our woe be gone.
And there is a big threat coming from the petrify status. If I'm not mistaken, you could actually destroy the party member with it. So if a party member is going to die while being affected by petrify, he's going to be shattered and you won't be able to revive him. But that would mean entire game over. I guess that we're definitely going to see something like this in the future. I'm not going to check if it's true, if it's true, because I'm just trying to remember as much as I can from my past experiences with this game. Well, at least this enemy looks pretty cool. But his auto attacks are not that efficient. Fire spell. And it's left. Remember, we are staying with the system of 2 points and then switch entire party. Come here, give me something. There are things here that petrify humans. Soft ring. Oh, so it actually was very interesting. Soft ring is probably Yuna's item, so we can have Yuna wear that. Yeah, soundproof, so it's like giving us a higher chance to avoid petrify status. Okay, Lulu, let's attack it with fire. Funguar, yeah. It should be done with 1 fire now, yeah. So at least it's not going to bother us. Nice. These monsters have stats from the previous room, so it's like location. So it's like we're overpowering them right now. Ah, it has resistance to fire. It is weak. It is vulnerable to ice. So let's try Blizzard. Let's proceed. Crusaders are going to regroup in the Djose Temple, which we are going to arrive to shortly. Okay, 2 Wasps and Basilisk. Oh, poison. So the very first thing I'm going to do is to cast Esuna on Oron. They are vulnerable to ice. It's kinda misleading. They look like they are ice element, but they are actually vulnerable to ice. And remember, the Stone Gaze has the chance to apply the status. It's not like it's going to work every time. Blizzard another time. Overkill. Let's have Yuna attack. It's still alive. It's like 2 more attacks. Okay, so she can heal with prey even more. Before that fight with that boss, it was like 90 or 80 health points, and now it's like 150. Phoenix down 2 times. I'm not using Phoenix down that much. We're not dying that much. Okay, another set of two basilisks. Too bad that Yuna doesn't have any protect or shove abilities yet, and it's like it's waste around the very beginning. Or she could have haste. Any relevant buffs would be very appreciated. And we definitely need that overdrive style I was talking about earlier. Stone Gaze. Immune, yeah, because she has Stoneproof ability from her ring. There's nothing I can do. I can just attack with the wand. Stone Gaze. And Auron is petrified. So Asuna. Asuna removes probably every debuff. Probably because there are probably some very few unique that could not be removed with Asuna, like Doom or other Uber tier debuffs. I have no idea how is the mechanic working for the petrifying. It's like they cannot petrify Lulu, no matter how hard they try. Okay, so let's have formation change here. Lulu for Tidus, Kimari and Yuna. Ah! That was supposed to be Waka here. And let's have points spent. We would be learning now more powerful spells, but it can wait. We don't have any difficulties so far. We're doing pretty well. Okay, so another time we can use a level 1 key sphere. So it's like we're moving very intentional, just like devs intended it. We cannot outsmart the game so far. Look how much Kimari can move with one move, thanks to the fact that he's moving on the already discovered nodes. Oh no! Come back here! Come back! I want items. Okay, this actually looks pretty bad. Despite that we have this party. Okay, so how do we do this? We're going to definitely have Tidus haste. Oh, I know. We want to use Lancet on Basilisk. Yeah, Stone Breath. Stone Breath, pretty good overdrive. It's like Fire Breath, but he's breathing. He has this Stone Breath and he petrifies every single opponent. So this may have us victories in many battles later. And we have Petrifying Ball for Waka, so let's try luck. Yeah, awesome. Oh, look at how it crumbled instantly. But you cannot have an overdrive with this, so it's like a backfire here. But I don't mind it, since we are dealing with those funguses. It's like having a cheap kill without a chance for overdrive. Okay, but this time it's going to die. Let's have cheer here. Cheer here. Almost as a rhyme. Extract ability. Kinda boring. It's immune for petrifying, obviously, since it petrifies. So why would it be petrified? How can you turn stone into stone? As the followers of Yevon, we believe in aiding all those who are wounded, even the excommunicated crusaders. They have suffered so much. I believe the time has come to welcome them back. May Yevon blessing be with you, and may the heart be your guiding key. My comrades are dead, all because we ignored the teachings, relying on the forbidden machina. What the heck we are thinking? This will hardly make amends, but I want the Lady Summer to have this. Okay. We're not going to use it anyway. I believe that I missed a chest, so we're going to turn back soon. Ganderva. It's like bullshitterva. No! Why do they have to annoy us so much? Okay, at least it didn't fall asleep. Fell asleep. Fire! Ah! It's not a counter attack, I believe. Or was it? Yeah, at least it's dead. I cannot remember if we have killed this opponent without an overkill. Yeah, definitely. We need to take a look at the minimap sometimes. Bangle, Bright Bangle, Dark World. No, we don't. We want Magic Death. Another battle. Wow, it's this new set of enemies. Or at least these are recolored versions of some enemies. So let's try Lancet on Snowflan. Actually, Kimari didn't learn anything. Silence attack, let's try it. Awesome. So Flan is not going to hurt us anymore. But this one is pretty tough. So let's try High Potion. And we're going to have Kimari hasted. Since he has piercing, he can deal both with Flan and with this one. But the dark attack didn't apply it. Wow, nice. It was a critical attack. Extract ability. We want more of them. Oh, and Petrify applied. But there weren't any chances for overkill. But this is a way to one-shot annoying opponents. There might be some annoying opponents, and you may want to just pacify them without having to fight too much. Okay, so 2 sets of your Mongans. I wanted to say Basilisk. In the future there's going to be better version of this enemy called Jormungand. And here we have Scan. We haven't used it so far, and oh, this is interesting actually. This is giving us the entire data about the enemy, so it's like the entire statistics. So 14 strength, 35 magic, beware the third eye, stone gaze, it may cause petrification. If petrified restore, it's actually very useful. So we're definitely going to use that against some boss enemies or tougher regular enemies. And interesting that Kimari can learn Stone Breath, so it's like the scanning can leave us a clue that you may actually have Kimari learn an ability here, an overdrive. Stone Gaze. We don't want anyone to die. You know what? Let's try Petrifying Gaze. Not Petrifying Gaze, Stone Breath. Ronzo Rage, Stone Breath. Look at this. Ah, I forgot that they are immune to this. Ah, I'm so retarded, really. I forgot that they are immune. That is what I'm calling a waste. Okay, Waka is pretty close to there. So let's just kill it to the death. And this one is dead, and we want Waka to have haste. I'm just spending this haste so carelessly, and I forget that Tidus doesn't have that much of mana points. I need to be pretty much careful with this. Okay, let's finish this. It's not going to attack very soon, as you can see on the right side of the screen. So this party is not that bad. Tidus, Waka and Kimari. Another 2 points. Glorious Arm Guard. So Arm Guard is for who? For Oron, I believe. No, it's Bracer. So Arm Guard is for Waka. 5% of more magic points. Mana points. Let's stay with magic defense. Okay, let's spend those 2 points. Another ability for Waka, sleep attack. Wow, it's good, I like it. So we have more. It's like Waka is responsible for having the airborne enemies struck down and applying statuses. I like this role. Speed sphere, invasion increase. Is this a Hastra here? Slow. I want to see when Tidus is going to learn Hastra, but I cannot see it anywhere. Okay, so let's change the formation. And we're going to have a little break. Now, it's like going to be 1-2 minutes. I'm just going to restart the stream. It's nothing major. It's happening on Furbens stream every time I'm broadcasting something single player. Okay, so give me a minute. We'll be back soon.